Francis, Monday morning, Super Bowl hangover. How you feeling?
I mean, I'm not doing too bad, but Mondays are pretty bad, and then you get a Super Bowl hangover Monday.
It's bad. There should be sign the petition to the White House
National
to
holiday.
make Monday a bank holiday after the Super Bowl. If we adopt it as the most important sporting event of the year,
We'd still have to do clips on it, though.
Besides, the game was not entertaining enough that you needed X amount of refreshment to make the game more lively. But what did help was the internet reaction to Super Bowl 50 between the Broncos and the Panthers. Obviously, you know what happened at this point. The Broncos won 24-10. We're getting into a little more of the post-match reaction. You see what you've corrupted in my brain?
Post-match reaction.
Post-game reaction in another clip, so make sure to stay tuned for that one. But we start off with Coldplay. That was the first meme that we grabbed. Chris Martin was the subject of a lot of abuse, in which I felt like the internet was trying a little too hard for that one. I'm blaming you, internet. So let's see the Coldplay meme. I mean, this is just one of 100 that all were exactly the same. So there's 2 in 1. The internet's best reactions to Super Bowl 50 halftime show. Poor Coldplay wants to be a part of this halftime show so badly. Again,
Tyler Oakley.
I'm not a huge Coldplay fan, but I don't think Chris Martin did anything worth getting ripped apart. So it just goes to show
it was the hiring.
Doesn't matter.
It was the hiring of it. I said this at the start. I'll stand by it. Don't mean to be a party pooper. They shouldn't have had. Coldplay are a fantastic band. They're not a Super Bowl halftime band. You know what I mean? They're a.
Well, I think the whole point of this was like it wouldn't matter who you throw up on the halftime show.
Especially if you're next to Beyonce and Bruno Mars.
If you
the thing is,
the 3 biggest stars, they would have made the same meme.
Coldplay should have consistently remained in its place, and that would have been during Cam Newton's playlist after the Super Bowl. So it's going to just be like.
Yeah, I'm sure Cam Newton's listening to Coldplay after the Super Bowl. It's like go-to. We move forward to another meme that caused a little bit of controversy. It was a Vine. Francis has a lot of feelings towards this one, and it has to do with Eli Manning face. So you can see Eli not too happy. Francis, why are they all celebrating? The whole family, the Manning family.
He must hate his brother. He must hate him, Jason. They apparently they used to get in fights all the time, and they used to say, "Oh, you're never going to win more Super Bowl rings than me." No, it's fantastic job, mainstream media, of making something out of nothing, as always. Because when you look at the context of it, I believe it was during the contested touchdown, so they were waiting to see if the actual decision.
When they ran it in, they were reviewing it. Yeah,
Eli Manning is obviously an experienced football player. He knows the process. It doesn't always go to plan, so that might not have been a touchdown. He might have celebrated a little prematurely.
Or
he hates his brother.
Or he hates his brother.
So the media ran it everywhere, and people actually ran this as. Like, I know people took it out of context as memes, and it was funny, saying, when you realize...
Never out of context.
Yeah, when you realize that your brother's the favourite and all that stuff. But actually, sources I seen ran this saying, this was Eli Manning's reaction at the end of the game. That's untrue. That's not how he celebrated. So, it's ridiculous. But either way, funny, still good. I know how it feels not to be the favourite, Eli. My brother's better than me.
No, I'm the favorite. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad. Lady Gaga did a fantastic job with the national anthem. That I can say. When you got to sing the national anthem at 6:30, but host the Hunger Games at 8, wayo.
That's pretty good.
Moving forward, Left Shark, which of course, Left Shark waiting for the halftime show.
Nice.
What is Left Shark eating in that? I thought this was one of the better tweets of the entire night. Out of the 1.9 million tweets that were going off, we move forward. To the Puppy Bowl tweet. I hate all you posters who only watch the Puppy Bowl. I watch the whole goddamn puppy season.
Who would have thought that Megan Amram's life would be changed after a tweet like that?
Yeah, Megan Amram, you get a big old thumbs up. We continue with, look, there's no memes or tweets segment that can be done without
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob, still the greatest halftime show of all time. Shout out to all the millennials who know what that reference is. Steph Curry did the bang the drum for the Carolina Panthers for the game. He's a diehard Panther fan. Yeah. He even made the tweet when he called out the Thunder. It's going to be a great weekend, a win and then a win. Great 48 hours. Well, he got the win against the Thunder. His Panthers did not get the win against the Broncos. A lick into my soul right now, but it's all good. We'll back. He did it.
He put the MJ picture on the tweet. That's fantastic.
Steph Curry's the man.
That's what you call a good sport. That's what you call it. This is fine. This is just
CYT Live when everyone in the crew is rooting for Carolina.
I can see our very own EP, Dan Keston, changing his bet in that picture. You can see him on his phone. He's probably covering all bases. We know Dan.
Oh, you're going to say the whole entire couch full of Ben, Jenk, and Mark Thompson?
Everyone's in their phone like, shit. How we
freaking out about how to hedge everything back. Last year we were all on the Patriots and it was a great ending. This year a lot of us were on the Panthers and nobody was happy.
That's football.
Nobody was happy. Continuing with some of the better memes and tweets. We should have seen this coming. Slow white Broncos are typically hard to catch in California. Jacory likes that one. All right, we move forward to the videos, including the first, which we need some volume for people in the booth because it has to do with a combination of two of your favorite things, Francis, Peyton Manning and The Undertaker.
Be careful who you try to play games with! Oh my God! Randy Orton!
Unbelievable.
He's Peyton Manning is alive and well. If they could have got like the name Peyton Manning over the broadcaster's voice. All right, there was a sniper in the building, Francis. Cam Newton. Oh, no. Oh, no. Don't do that.
Funny enough, that wasn't his reaction when the ball was fumbled.
Whoa!
Shots fired.
Oh, we'll get to that too. And lastly, when you win the Super Bowl, you're allowed to eat shit on national television, especially if you're Aqib Talib. And just watch how he makes up for this. This is the best part. He runs up. He's invited to go onto the post-game show. Watch it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Bam. That is awesome. So again, I love how human that is. I love that both the guys on the panel right there were like, oh, shit, he's standing. He's like, it's up.
Still standing.
Good for Aqib Talib. Jacory, our broadcast booth, our director, made the comment to me that after he gets up, he's like, dude, that's amazing. Aqib Talib slipped in front of Aqib Talib and Aqib Talib. Shout out Jacory.
Perfect.
Shout out Jabari in the booth. All right, that's all the memes and tweets. There's a bunch of them. There's like over 1.9 million of them that were circulating. So no, we can't grab all of them. But what was your favorite? What was your favorite?
I mean, I just liked. It wasn't my favorite. I think that someone should have timed the difference between the final whistle and when the Michael Jordan first tweet circulated. Like it was.
No, it wasn't even the final whistle. There was the Graham Gano kick that went right. Scottish, by the way.
By the way, Graham. I think I did. Yeah, you call him Graham. Graham Gano. I called you out on Twitter, my friend. You never responded. I said that I was going to pledge my allegiance to the Panthers in that game because you, from Arbroath in Scotland, said you were going to go back with the Super Bowl. You can't do that, my friend. Scottish people never win. You can't predict that you're going to take something back when you haven't won it already.
A broth is a type of soup.
A broth. Graham.
Like, favorite, subscribe. Follow everything on Twitter. You guys know the drill.